Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It is excellent. How are you?
I can't complain. Wanda from Dallas.
Wanda, Miss Wanda from Dallas. Good to have you on. Hey, folks. Hope all is well.
Hello, hello.
What's up, Mr. White? Coach White in the house.
All is well. How are you doing?
I'm excellent. How you guys doing? Y'all all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, I'm listening to the national anthem, that's all. The Bifyln national anthem. Hey, Miss Kathy Porter in the house. How you doing?
I am doing very well. Thank you very much. How about yourself?
I am excellent.
All
Hey,
right.
Stephanie, I see you on here. Hey, Miss Love, how are you? Good deal. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just getting on, state your name, where you're calling from. Hey, Harmony, how are you? Good to see you. See people just logging in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you guys on. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey, hey, I was muted.
That's all right. I know everybody's trying to unmute.
Mr. Williams, what is going on, good sir?
Sunyata Ferguson, what's up, sir? How you doing, man?
What's happening, Mr. Wilkins? How you doing this evening?
I'm excellent, man. Excellent. Doing great.
Stephanie, I'm in Baytown, Texas.
Hey, guys. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Good to have you guys on. Hey, Carol Fleming, I see you. Leslie, I see you. Tyree Johnson, how you doing?
Hey.
Good to see everybody.
JW, what's going on, sir? How you doing?
Man, I'm excellent. How you doing?
Good, good, man. I got a brand new business partner of mine that's actually about to hop on this call as well in just a second. I'm about to. We get off of the other call with Miss Nina Moore.
Say it again.
I'm sorry, my son's going a little crazy. We just picked him up from daycare not too long ago, first day. So, but I got another partner of mine that's getting ready to hop on this call. We just got off of the call with Miss Nina Moore.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Hey, folks, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Go ahead and state your name, where you're calling from.
Stephanie
Welcome,
Allen,
everybody.
Baytown, Texas.
Hey, Stephanie, Baytown in the house. In the house. Stephanie, those pop-ups, tell us about those pop-up shops that you're doing. I think a lot of people on here would love to hear how those go about. Talk to us about how those operate. What have been some of the results? What have you seen from some of the pop-up shops too?
Actually, they were really pop-ups. One of them was my CPA, and I was actually just, we were dropping by his home to pick up our paperwork. You know, he had finished our taxes, and he happened to have some neighbors over visiting. And of course, you know, I never go anywhere without my products. And so I'm going to tell someone. And so anyway, they just kind of gathered around, and I started giving samples, and he became a loyal customer and opened the door for them. And so it was just, you know, sharing the products and letting them know the results that I have gotten and that my husband has gotten from the products. And then the new business partner at the next pop-up was, I actually just went to buy some new mattresses for my bed at a furniture store. And of course, she had shared that she had been kind of looking, you know, seeing our Skinny Brew Coffee gang post and seeing all this, and she was wondering about that coffee and if it really worked. And so anyway, and she was going to reach out to someone, but she did not. Hey, I'm glad she did not, because I was right there, and she didn't think about it twice. Got on her computer at work. Her sister was the owner of the furniture store, so she was able to sign herself up right then and there, and got her first customer as soon as she signed up for the business, really. And so they were really were pop-ups, but it's just all with us, simply just opening your mouth and sharing the products and sharing your business, really.
Did you show them a presentation, or was it just through sampling?
Actually, I actually showed them the vision. I showed them the advanced formula fat fighter video. It works every time.
Wow. Okay, so you just put that up on your phone?
Yes, sir. Pull it up on my phone. Yes, sir.
Okay. Wow. Wow. And so they enrolled as loyals, or did we get distributors? What did we get?
I got loyal customers and a distributor.
Wow.
1 distributor and 4 loyal customers.
And that was this weekend.
This weekend on Saturday.
On Saturday. Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Oh wow. Awesome. Well, congratulations. I saw the post on social about it. I said, look at her out there in the thick of things.
Look, hey, Corona's not bothering me any. I mean, it's just, hey, stay prayed up. Look, no, it's actually, this business is just way too simple. I mean, just way too simple.
Excellent, excellent. Anybody else? I think I see Nina Moore. Hey, Nina, you back at the house? Yes, we see. Anybody else real quick? Harmony, why don't you come on? I want to hear from you too. Talk to us about what you're doing. Obviously, we just had this new promo come out with, and I think everybody should understand. Hopefully you understand if you were not on the family call last night. And let me just kind of lay out how tonight's call is going to operate. We're just going to have discussion as we're going through this power hour today. It's not going to be a whole training from me per se, but really I want you to hear from a lot of the leaders that are out there enrolling, that are in the hunt. Remember, I always talk about exposure is everything. The fortune is in the follow-up. Work with the willing and never compare. And so I want you to hear from some of the leaders that are out there right now making things happen in a great way. So Harmony, come on, talk to us about what you guys are doing to enroll, take advantage of these promos. Just give us some of the things that you're doing, what you've seen over the last maybe 24, 72 hours, even just this last week in terms of enrollments. Are you using host to post, or what's the strategy that you're kind of using right now? Let me see. I think I need to ask to unmute. Okay. All right.
Okay, so I would say definitely host a post is really big. Definitely getting new eyes is a really great way of expanding the network without actually knowing a lot of people. And I think that's what is helping us explode our businesses. And then on top of that too, is just making sure that I'm consistent on stories and putting that call to action. And that has been a big jump. And then of course, whenever this promo came along or whatnot, when we have these pick 2s and pick 3s, it's a great way to upsell and just say, hey, I can add the wraps and, you know, for free, or at even a bigger discount. So it's a really great way to just rack up on loyal customers.
Well, are you just posting strictly on Facebook, or are you using both IG and Facebook, or what are you specifically doing? Are you putting them in your stories, or you're in your wall? What are you doing?
I do both. I do a lot of the before and afters in my stories, and I'll do
Okay.
like a call to action, and I do that as well in Instagram. And just starting this week, doing some haps on Instagram, just on the stories, just trying to see how that goes. And that's just basically where you ask, I don't know, you put like a video of of like the sweepstakes, and people just say, I want to join the sweepstakes on your stories, and then you can just share a hat that way. Like, you can ask them to share a product through your stories as well. So that's something new though for this month. But mainly to get most of the enrollments, it's haps, like just being consistent with that. And I post a lot of like giveaway posts throughout the week, and it's usually a easy, quick question like beach or mountains, something that people don't have to think about too hard, and then those posts just like blow up, and that's how I basically do it.
Gotcha. Stephanie, I see your hands up. You have something you want to add, or question you have?
Yes, sir. Actually, I was going to say I have had great success with the host a post, and also with the samples. Ronald Allen has been blowing our coffee samples up. Oh my gosh, he did a host a post for me, and I was on the phone all day following up with everybody that he had gotten on the host a post. And so it's a good way to get loyal customers once you let them sample, because they are so quick to give you that $20. I mean, to cash up you that $20. And so anyway, but it actually generates a lot of customers. So once they try it, I already know they're going to buy it once they try it. But hey, if they want to give $20 rather than $49, I would actually just jump on the $49 rather than the $20. But hey, I think it seems like less money to them or something. I don't know what it is that they see, but it works every time though. So they should really utilize those samples that we have.
Got it. Nina, one of the things I was talking to, I think I was talking to Tracy Fisher about this. I see Tracy on here and I see Nina on here, because obviously the whole direction of what we're really seeing in terms of growth and enrollments, a lot of it is coming from leveraging social media, right? Whether it be Instagram or Facebook, we're doing a lot of these haps. But one of the things that I was talking about with Tracy was, okay, are we still doing launch calls? Are Zoom launch calls still, do those things still work, right? Or is everything just all host to post? Are we still launching people? Are we still doing opportunity presentations? Of course, with COVID-19 that took place, or that is still taking place in some of these cities, some of these areas, we're still not face-to-face. And some of us, y'all didn't stop being face-to-face. Y'all was face-to-face with your mask and everything. But Nina, I want to bring you on real quick. I want you to speak to this, because I know obviously you're kind of ambidextrous, whereas you're doing both. Host to post, hosting launch calls. Talk to us about what your mindset is on that when you're looking at your calendar, when you're looking at growth. Are you looking at who to launch? What does that look like? So a new person joins. We want people to be empowered to do, whatever flows within the context of how they're growing or how they're building. But talk to us about that, because I think that's a question people are having is, am I doing all host to post? Where do I go learn host to post? It's host to post all over the place right now. But can I still make phone calls? Can I still do a launch call? Are we still, as a team, are people still doing that? And maybe what are some of the results that you're seeing as well?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Yes, I'm home and I'm safe, but I was gang. I was good. I was good. Jared always worries, y'all, when he sees me out. He's like, yes. Nina. I said, I'm good. We was gang. I was good. No, but thank you so much. We've merged all of what we know to kind of bring some cohesion to see what I look at the host to post as another stream or another way. It's not the only way for me. It's just another way. So yes, we're still drawing people in from host to post. A lot of our distributors are and of course all the customers pretty much are really coming from our exposure on social media, whether it's a host of posts. Believe it or not, Mr. Wilkins, for me, most of my customers come from people seeing me use the product.
Wow. Okay.
That's really, so I am using, and I'm also taking time to not just do just a regular Zoom, but I'm taking time to do like a product Zoom where I'm breaking down what the products are and how you use the products and what goes well together, and getting testimonies on those Zooms as well. But every new person that comes in still has to launch. Like I tell them what to post on social media. Some of them are saying that they don't have like big networks of people. And I'm saying, okay, that's fine. That's fine that you don't have a big network of people. Here's what we're going to do. And then we will take to social media with that. But I still want to know, if you were stranded in the middle of the night, who would you be calling to help you change your tire? If that's your list of 10 people who know, love, like, and trust you. So for instance, and Mr. Wilkins, you can go, Jared, you can go right to your back office and you can verify what I'm getting ready to say. Right. I enrolled a young lady named Jada Washington, and you saw it probably come in about an hour ago, right? Well, right behind that, about 15 minutes later, you should have seen her first LC go in. Now, Jada Washington is 21 years old. She saw me today. She's one of my daughter's friends from high school. And she said, Miss Nina, I've been watching you. I need to earn some money. Okay. I said, what do you have to invest? She said, I got about 500. Okay. I said, fantastical. Come to my house. So we left the march or the protest, came to the house. I put her in the system. And then I said, here's what you do. I need you to give me a list of 10 people right now before you leave my house who know, love, like, and trust you. Her first words were, my family are not going to really support me. I said, I don't care. Put them on the list. Then I had her watch my welcome getting started steps. Okay. I said, stop the video right there. Stop it. Write down the names. Sign into your eSuite. Do it in front of me. I want to see you do it. I want to see you download the Zoom app, download the It Works sample app, download the Connect app, because we're launching people. Like I told her, amateurs join, professionals going to launch, and I'm going to teach you at 21 how to be a professional. Then I took her to Shay and Knox's page. I said, because I want you to see someone else who's your age. I said, girl, she probably making like $30,000, $40,000 a month or more. I told her she started at 18. I had to help her connect with someone else who's doing it well. I said, now, if she can do it, I said, do you see her? She's like, oh yeah, the marketing part is easy. I said, good. Now you got to follow these steps. I said, if you want to win. Well, I printed out the script, the loyal customer script, Mr. Wilkins. I said, call that first person. I'm going to walk you through everything to say. Her first person said, yes, I'll order by Friday. I said, now call the next person. I said, because you're not leaving here till we get a person in the system, because what you got to do is help them get that monkey off their back. Got to help them believe. Yeah. She goes to the next person. The next person, her aunt, she said was going to be the one that was not going to support her. Okay. She read the script, Mr. Wilkins, word by word for word. I mean, she added her little personality to it. Sure. Read the script, and boom, you can go look in your eSuite. You can go look in your back office, Mr. Wilkins, because her aunt Tamia is in the system. And it is because we're following. And then I told her before she left that she started feeling sick. I said, now you're going home. Text me when you get home. I said, but we have to launch your business, because that wasn't a launch. So the social media post is the introduction. Okay. So we do have them introduce themselves, tell people I'm doing something big. They don't say I'm in It Works, I'm gonna do that, buy a rep. No, hey, I just want you to know I'm doing something big. Stay tuned. So now people know something is kind of coming, but then we do a physical Zoom launch. We're doing Zoom launches every single day of the week, every day, Saturday too. Saturday too, and we get, for whatever reason, since COVID, we get more people on our Friday night and Saturday night launches than we ever have. Wow. There used to be like 2 people on a launch on a Friday. Let's tell the truth, shame the devil, right? Right. For whatever reason now, usually we get anywhere from 50 to 100 people on our Friday night and Saturday night launches. Wow. So those Zooms, they're for everybody, not just that one person that's getting. Talk to us about that, because I want people to feel empowered to be able to be a part of that too. Well, we make the person feel like it's just for them.
Correct.
So, hey,
Right.
you need to invite, and I'll tell them I'll get some of the rest of the team on to support you.
Okay.
Right. But then
Okay.
I tell everybody this call is for you.
Mhm.
You need to invite. But then people that don't have as big of a network,
Okay.
they feel better when there's more people on the Zoom.
Correct.
But if I know somebody is a Jared Wilkins,
Mhm.
I'm launching Jared Wilkins by himself.
Okay. Okay.
Right? I'm
Yeah.
launching Nina Moore by herself.
Yeah.
I'm launching the pastors by themselves, because
Right.
they have bigger networks of people. But
Right.
the person who's launching, if they're doing a personal launch and there's 2 people on the launch call, they're feeling like they let you down. They're
Right.
feeling like and I don't want to kill their excitement by only being able to get 2 people on the call. But I'm also teaching them the steps of how to invite.
Gotcha.
I'm watching what they're saying to the people. I'm making sure they get on the phone to actually invite the people to the Zoom calls, to the launch calls. And our numbers, just in the last 60 days, since we've doing a lot of training on how to invite, those numbers, every Zoom, the numbers are bigger and bigger and bigger.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Are you seeing, let me also swing this to you as well. Are you seeing the numbers are bigger, not only because you're teaching how to invite, but you're enrolling new people?
Oh, well, yeah, that's the thing.
Okay.
So we're driving the duplication.
Got it.
Driving the duplication, and we're making sure. I think the one thing that you and I spoke about, Mr. Wilkins, last week was when I said, because you said, well, what did you think you're doing differently now? Is I was challenged to understand that most people have to be told what to do. A person that works a 9 to 5, you can't. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. I'm psychologically unemployable. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I will bake a cake, cut it up, and go sell. I know how to drive sales and go sell something or die, pretty much.
Right.
But not everybody knows how to do that. So you gotta kind of it's just hey, say this, say that, post this, do this. Here's your script. Here's your this. Here's your. If they say this, here's how you respond. And I'm finding with guiding people, that's really what it is. Not telling them what to do. It's just I'm making suggestions that if you say this and they say this, then you respond this way. And you're kind of, now we're teaching the psychology of what we're doing, Mr. Wilkins, but we're teaching it in a way where it's just applicable. Okay, I could just I say this, and here's how you respond. Don't say this, don't do that. And I'm finding that while we're telling people more, suggesting the what to say, the what to post, the how to respond, that we're having better duplication, and people are feeling better because they're getting their customers in, they're getting their distributors in, they're learning how to invite, they're now attracting people, and they don't feel like they're chasing people.
Got it. Sounds like you're doing some work.
Yeah. This last 90 days has been a lot. It's a social media. It's worth it. It is worth it, but it is honestly more work than when we were able to be in the living rooms.
Gotcha.
It is more work, but at the end of the day, I mean, what do you want your numbers to grow, or do you want, it is a lot more work. It's a lot more hands-on, but I feel like the people that are now learning, because they're first-time networkers, a lot of them are first-time networkers or people who've never had success.
Right.
They're actually learning the skill set now. And so, yeah, it is taking a lot more work, but it's so worth it. It's fulfilling, too, to watch people really, really grow and learn.
I see Pam. I don't see you on the screen, but I just saw Pam Ferguson's message. She says, I agree. Social media is a little bit more work. So I want to go over to Pam and Sunyata, because they just went Ruby and Emerald, back-to-back, going diamond this month in the hunt. I think it's easier a lot of times when people hear from a Nina, they hear from a Jennifer Nivens or Tracy Fisher or even me. But I like you guys to hear from other people that are in the hunt right now, under the circumstances that all of us are under, and are still making things happen. So Sunyata, Pam, come on real quick. Talk about what you guys are doing as well. Share with us, what are some of the strategies that you're using? Are you doing host to post? Are you doing launch calls? What are you guys doing to scale to grow? Because at the end of the day, it's all about growing, right? If you're growing people, you're growing the business. When you grow people, people grow the business. So I'll turn it over to you guys, Pam, Sonny, whoever wants to take it first. It's on you guys.
Pam, are you on?
Yes, I'll go first. I just want to be 100% post to post. It's a struggle. I found, this is what I figured. It all boils down, no matter how you do it, what I've seen in us personally is when we decided that we were going to get it done. And compared to the month before, to this last month, I noticed a difference in my activities and in my behavior. So when we Ruby and Emerald back to back, my attitude was different. I said I was going to do it and I was determined, except last month we barely missed our goals, and the difference was I wasn't that determined, to be honest with you. I kind of let up off the gas. So I think that when we made the decision that we were going to make it happen from the conference, I was forcing myself to make calls by saying, okay, it's right there. Before every call, my thought was, all you gotta do is dial it. It's right there. Every time, that was how I pumped myself up. So, I was rethinking things this past week, and I just realized, you know what? I don't care how many different ways they tell us to do it. At the end of the day, it's totally, what I come back to is every time I decided it was gonna happen is when it happened. Go ahead, Cynthia.
Thanks as always, Mr. Wilkins, for allowing us to share. So the beauty of the dynamic that Pam and I have is Pam handles the fun of social media, so the host of post and all that stuff. She handles all of that. I'm handling the Zoom calls. In fact, tomorrow I'm getting with one of our team members, and we're going to call through her list together, just like Mrs. Nina Mora just suggested. I'm going to be on the phone with her, listening to the verbiage being used. I remember you said this a few weeks ago. It's host to post, hold the phone, whatever the HAP is, right? So that's
Right.
what we're doing. The other thing that we're doing too is everybody doesn't want to be, and I'm just going to be as transparent as I can with this one. Everybody doesn't want to be a loyal customer in the system, right? Mm. But that doesn't mean they don't want to be a customer. So the other thing that we have made sure that we have done is to have product on hand, right? So people can cash app. In fact, I have 2 boxes to mail out, one for a bottle of Confianza and one for celery and a hair, skin, and nails. But those individuals, they're like, man, I don't want to be on a monthly subscription. I want to support your business. So rather than, because it's very easy for us to get caught up and get a little frustrated in terms of, well, man, I really need them to be a loyal customer in the system. But so what we do is what we so we retail those products to them, right? We collect the cash. And another thing that we started doing is also adding incentives to the team. So for example, it works as, okay, you go out, you get 6 customers this week. We're going to pay you $100, et cetera, et cetera. So we have been, what we did last month that to close out when we actually ran to Emerald and whatnot was, hey, okay, whoever in the organization gets 6 customers, we threw in an incentive, whether it was an additional $100 or whether it was products, because we know that, for example, if I send somebody who's not a big builder, a big recruiter, $100 worth of product. Now they have some product on hand. They can either sample it, they can use it, which is going to improve their health, or they can turn around and now sell it, even at a discounted price, however they want to use it. But the thing is, now they have a win under their belt. We noticed that even those little wins, when we say, hey, okay, you get 2 customers, we'll send you a bottle of Fat Fighter, whatever the incentive was. We did some incentive thing. You said, I think your statement was, the behavior that gets rewarded gets repeated, if I'm not
Correct.
mistaken. And so we've been implementing those little things as well into the organization. Back to you, Mr. Wilkins.
Okay, so a couple of things. Let me piggyback, and I was taking notes on this. first thing is attitude. Pam hit on that. I appreciate that because it's a decision. Whenever you decide that this is the month for you to become a star achiever, or this is the week for you to go ruby, this is the week for you to go emerald or diamond, or whatever the purpose of the rank is to set up what I call a goal. GOAL, go out and live. What is my goal? So the purpose of me targeting going ruby, that's a goal for me. That's going to keep me personally accountable to what it is that I want. So I love what Pam said. It's the attitude of this is what I am after. This is what I'm going to accomplish. Then the second step is exactly what we're talking about. Okay, what's going to be my strategy? Nina talked about this earlier, and I don't know if you guys really caught it. It's starting off with the lady she was talking about. She says the lady had reached out to her. Is that right, Nina? The lady reached out to her because she had been seeing. Did y'all catch that? She had been seeing. Well, what have you been seeing? You've been seeing, or they are going to be seeing, what you are consistently sharing. Make sense, guys? So the purpose of social media is the ability for us to be sharing something that people are going to be seeing. The average person is just scrolling. Okay, they're just scrolling, whether it be IG or Facebook. What content are you putting out there for them to see? Like, what is your goal on a daily basis? So obviously today, this is our Marathon Mondays, where we as an organization go viral. Question: have you participated today? Right? So you understand what I'm saying? So I don't want you, it's not the big things. It's the daily discipline. Success or failure is going to be hidden in our daily routines. So she posted it. You shared. You consistently shared. They may not come, and I want you to write this down. People may not get started immediately, but they will get started eventually. Okay? And I want to bring on Jennifer Nivens here. Jennifer, this is your 10-second or 20-second warning. Come on, wig, everything. Just come on, get it ready. All right, so we're coming out to you in a second. But here's the thing. So the attitude's important. Consistency of what I'm sharing online and offline as well. Because here's what I want you to walk away with today. I want you to be empowered in terms of doing something and being secure and confident in the strategy of what you're doing. Because some of us, can I be candid? Some of us, we're not confident in what am I supposed to be doing. But it never changes what we're doing. It never changes. You are IPA, income producing activities, right? What am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be doing what? Income producing activities. So tonight's call is about the income producing activities that we're doing. What are those things? HAP. Well, Jared, host a post. It's not working for me. Well, it's working for a lot of people, a whole lot of people. Well, if you're not hosting a post, can you host a presentation, or can you have a presentation? Well, Jared, we can't get together in a living room. Great, we've got a Zoom room. Is this not called a meeting room? Have y'all noticed that? Zoom is a meeting room. It's a meeting ID. So I no longer just have to lean on doing an in-home meeting. I can do an in-home Zoom meeting, and the purpose of that is an IPA, income producing activity, right? Because at the end of the day, here's what we're doing. Enrolling a new customer or enrolling a new distributor. Question for you before I bring on Jennifer Nivens. Question for you. When was the last time you personally enrolled a new distributor? Right? When was the last time guys, I'm telling you right now, you want to change the trajectory of your business? Here's a goal for some of you that's on here tonight. A goal I would give you is go and personally enroll 6 to 8, Rhonda, so you enroll somebody today. Okay, 6 to 8 new people. I'm setting a goal to personally enroll 6 to 8 new people. Set that as your goal. Okay? Why, Jared? Well, through those new people will open you up to a new sphere of influence, or to a new sphere of people that you're going to be able to expose the products and the business to. So, Jennifer, I want you to come on, talk about what you and your team are doing as well. In terms of, we're talking strategy right now, right? We're talking strategy. What is our day-to-day, Jennifer, what is that day-to-day looking like for you? And I want you to talk about, let's say once you enroll a new distributor, what are you doing immediately with that new distributor to get them some success? So we heard Nina talk about, hey, the young lady, she got 500. Okay, I'm sorry, $500. 500, right? So the lady gets started, come on to the house. All right, come on to the house. And she took her through a certain step-by-step process, step-by-step system to scale. So Nivens, talk to us about what that looks like for you, new person you enrolled or whatever it is. What's that look like to get that person launched as well?
First of all, thanks for having me. Sorry, I look a mess tonight, but I immediately, upon them getting started, I keep it simple to help them get their first win. The simple is download the 2 apps, open up your eSuite, put up this post to introduce yourself that you started a new project or venture with a host of posts. So that announcement comes with a host of posts, almost like launching your business with a giveaway. And so we immediately start them on that and work with them step by step on how to close out their first 6 customers in their first week. From starting it immediately. And so then we move on to, now your next step will be talking about structure and Ruby. And so we immediately want them to get their win, their 6 customers in their first week, and sell maybe even 2 or 3 samples their first 24 hours, just to kind of say, hey, you see how you can make your income right back. And now let's start working on, getting your customers from the host to post. And so in our income producing activities, which we do, on the daily, is adding to our network, engaging with the people on our network, getting up your at least 10 host to post and posting in your stories on your page. That's non-negotiable every single day, because you can't say something does, because people, I'm not getting anybody, but host to post, what is it? What's not working for me? And I'm like, well, have you added new people to your social media? Because you need new eyes on your store, on your products. Are you engaging with those people? Because if you don't engage, it tells Facebook, well, nobody wants to see your stuff either. And
Right.
So, it's a two-way street when it comes to social media. And so as long as you follow these steps and you're consistent with it, you'll see the win. But again, consistent with it. And so but that's what we do. I try to keep it simple. I found that, I don't try to tag them to too much stuff. I get them to download the 2 apps, open up their eSuite, and now let's start here. And then I explain the host to post. And with the host to post leads people to be able to get guests to invite to certain stuff. So we still do the presentations. We still do, these 15, 20-minute girl talk calls. And it allows people, it gives them guests to invite. Like we did a host to post for business opportunity. And so now those people who expressed that they wanted more information, boom, those are your guests that you need to invite to the next call. So host to post just allows you to add more, people to your potentials list to talk about the business opportunity and or product.
Got it. So a couple of things. Let me add to what both ladies just said, and I'm gonna go out to some men because I want to add some testosterone perspective onto this as well. So a couple of things. When you look at both Nina as well as Jennifer, right? Both powerful women, crushing it, killing it right now. So let's look at Nina's story. I called Nina. Nina didn't join It Works from a host to post. So I want you to understand, I want all of us to get out of what's right, what's wrong. what's working, what's not working. Everything works. Everything duplicates. You have to decide which one of these is going to be your primary, which one is going to be your secondary. So, for example, in basketball, you're playing basketball. Let me give you a sports analogy. We all know the late Kobe Bryant. One of the things he always talked about that he even worked on with his late daughter was being able to be ambidextrous, go left and go right. He said, when you study a person's tape, when you study a person's film, the reason being is they would learn which ways to be able to stop you. So if you're a right dominant dribbler and you can only drive right or you can only pull up right, what they'll do is they'll load up on your right side, which is your stronger side, and force you to go to your weaker side, which is your left, and vice versa. And he said all of the great players are able to go both left and right. You understand? And so I want you to understand here, when we talk about strategy, when we're talking about, what am I doing? What am I doing for income producing activities? I want you to understand, you've got, I call it the HAP, host a post, host a presentation, have a phone conversation. All of that is under the umbrella of income producing activities. So I made a phone call. I had a phone conversation 20-something months ago with Nina. Nina, you need to see what I see. Okay? Picked up the phone, called her. Sitting on the couch, called her, talked to her. Her and Paul, her husband, jumped on a plane. They HAP, they hopped a plane. Hopped on a plane. Come see what I see. We give them a full presentation. They didn't know what it was. They didn't know they were coming to see it works. Get there, makes sense, resonates. I want to run. Had to walk away from some income. Some of you are going to have to walk away from some things. Maybe it may not be an income for some of you, and I'm not suggesting quit your job. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is there's going to have to be, once you make a decision, you're going to have to walk away from excuses. You're going to have to walk away from familiarity. You're going to have to walk away from small thinking. You're going to have to walk away from an old set of belief systems. Okay? Now, after they get started, they get their loyal customers enrolled. They get people enrolled. Why? Because she has influence. So when I put my list together, I am putting together, and this is for a few of you, and matter of fact, this is for everybody, because here's what I'm believing. I'm believing you're going to recruit, you're going to sponsor somebody that has influence. I'm believing that. Sponsor, let me kind of divert for a second. Just sponsored Winter Patterson. Winter enrolled 40 loyal customers her first 30 days. She enrolled more loyal customers than anybody in the organization in her first 30 days. Over 40 loyals. How? Influence. Influence is the key. So, Nina and Paul, they go Ruby, I think within the first hour or whatever it was. She says, hey, can you come to Philly? I think that was maybe 3 days later, 2 or 3 days later, whatever it was. It was like a 72-hour turnaround. We reprioritized our flight from coming back to Houston. This is some of the story that many of you don't know in terms of sacrifice. We didn't even see our daughter Chandler for a whole month. Why? She's launching a business. Okay? We were launching a business. I wasn't looking for somebody to give us something. And I've had this conversation with several leaders in terms of what we were doing. Like, oh, we got to go hit it. We just resigned from a company. Our check was between $3 to $6 grand a week. I got to replace that income. This is our full-time. There's no, we don't have, my wife doesn't work a job. No, this is it. This is, if this doesn't, if we don't make some money, I mean, it ain't gonna be no honey. How many know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so we gotta make this thing happen. Chandler, Daddy and Mom, we'll be back. We gotta go launch this. 72 hours, we're in Philadelphia. This is when they let us all out. We could be out and about. It's over 70 people at our home. Now, am I saying your home meetings need to have 70 people? Yes, I am saying that. Start speaking that. No, I'm just saying, like, at some point you got to start speaking. I mean, that word you say you believe, as you speak your word, so shall it be done unto you, right? So at some point you have to start speaking these things. You got to speak them. Somebody on your team is going to join and you're going to go do a presentation. They're going to have 70 people at the meeting or 70 people on the Zoom call, right? Dr. Shayoun, her first call, she joined the last day of March. Sponsor Dr. Shayoun. She gets in. I said, okay, let's not have any more than 15 people on your first launch Zoom. I'm talking about March 2020. I'm not talking about March 2019 or March 2018. See, Nina got started September 2018. Jennifer joined, I think it was, tell me the date, Jennifer. I know it was 2019. Do you remember? Tell me the date. Tell me the date. Come on.
I don't remember if it was October or something.
October or something. Because she got started or she enrolled and then later on we got to go, right? So something like that. So that's 20. I'm giving you, I want to just kind of let you see nothing changes. This is not old school or new school. No, school is school, right? Whether you at home school, whether you at school, whether you're learning online, it's still, listen, watch this. You still got to go to class. Are you understanding me, ladies and gentlemen? So 2018, we do that, boom, 70 people show up. Listen to me. And Nina, I don't even know if you remember this. Do you even remember the presentation we gave? I don't even remember what we said. Guys, we didn't have, what we have on Vision Care, the PowerPoint. We didn't have that.
Nobody knew what they were coming for.
Right.
I kept the table covered in black tablecloth.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even unveil the products until after we did we didn't have, I don't know what we played. I think we played some video from corporate. No, we didn't.
There was no video to play.
We didn't have a presentation. No,
Nope, no presentation. There was no, see now, you can send somebody to visioncarrier.com. They can see a 6-minute presentation. They can see the 8-minute conversation plan and decide to get started. And we got people doing that. There are other presentations that folks are using as well. But now, that first we didn't have a presentation at all. I got in front of the room. I'll never forget. Nina, Paul talked about they were excited, why they saw it, what they experienced, what they felt. Oh man, we get to work with Jared and Portia Wilkins. This is a match made in heaven. Let's go. I get in front of the room. Guys, listen, I'm excited about what we're doing. Listen, my presentation was about the people we had a chance to work with. That was it. I talked about the people we had a chance to work with. I didn't really go into the compensation plan because I didn't know how to explain the compensation plan the way we do it today. We had just gotten started. We were maybe a week into the business. You follow me? So now I talked about the vision of where we're going. I talked about the people that were going to be earning a lot of income. Boom, people joined. It was off to the races. They're starting to do events. Jennifer Nivens joins 2019. Giving you examples here. Jennifer Nivens joins. We're ready to rock and roll. I said, Jennifer, I ain't coming out there yet. We need to set up. Remember this, Jennifer? We talked about doing some launch Zooms. We set up, and I got the calendar here somewhere. We set up the launch Zooms. Said, Jennifer, listen, we need to put some people on these launch Zooms. And I remember doing those launch Zooms with Jennifer. And Jennifer, I believe we had one of the 3,000 Rhondas on your team was on that call, on one of those calls, right? Some of these Rhondas was on there. I remember that. And we did the launch Zooms. You follow me? We did launch Zooms. Now, did that deter or distract, what was that contradictory to any? No. Remember, IPA, income producing activities, exposing people to the product, exposing people to the opportunity. Boom, she gets started. We do those launch Zooms. We're off to the races. Same thing with Tracy Fisher. Tracy Fisher gets started. Perry Beasley gets started. I made a phone call. We sat down. We talked. Guys, you need to see this. Flew them out. They flew out. came and looked in, came back, boom. First thing Tracy did, HAP, have a presentation at his house. Got the family together, made some breakfast or whatever it was. I wasn't even there. Let them sample some of the product, gave them a presentation, they joined. You follow me, guys? So now the reason why I'm bringing this up, because again, from this call, I want you to feel and be empowered to go out and do something today, tonight. Put up the post tonight. I think we've got enough host-to-post trainings out there now, whereas guess what? You can watch the training and go and implement that strategy. You can watch the training on you know, how to invite, how to put together a list. Tyree just got started. I think Tyree been in the business maybe 10 days. Tyree joins the business. Hey, Tyree, we need to get your 6 loyals. I'm not doing a launch call, Tyree, just yet. You need to get 6 loyal customers. Well, Jared, how do I do that? Here's the strategy. Here's the call. Here's the call list, or here's the loyal customer script. Say this to some people. Boom. Think 2 or 3 days or less than a week, he gets his 6 loyals. Guess what I did next? I booked his launch call. His launch Zoom. I said call, but Zoom. Okay? So I want to go out to Tracy Fisher real quick. I think I saw Tracy, and I also saw Perry Beasley on here. You guys come on, talk about from your perspective what you guys are doing as well. Again, any questions that are coming up, put them in the chat. Tracy, I've unmuted you. Just kind of talk about, you know, what you guys are doing, what your team is doing, new person getting started, what you guys are doing to get them launched off. Again, we want people to feel empowered, leaving this call tonight, leaving the mastermind session tonight to go out, IPA, income producing activities. Tracy, you there? Tracy Fisher?
Mr. Wilkins, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Hey, Doc, listen, if I'm sitting up here just listening to everything, man, and I'm floored because I know we have new partners on here and we have older partners on here, and there's such a sense of unity within the entire organization, from Nina to Jennifer to you to everything that we're doing. And for a brand new person, there are only 2 things that we do, guys, in the whole business. There's only 2 things that we do, and if you can get off this Zoom tonight and just understand that we do 2 things: we get customers and we get customer getters. That's it. That's all we do. Don't complicate that part. We get customers and we get customer getters. Today, I actually put up 10 host posts today because I'm learning the skill. I'm learning the skill. I got my big sister, and we're just kind of talking and going through some stuff. So I put up 10 of them. Sis, you're going to be proud of me, girl. I got 2 loyals today. Stephanie, when I talked to you, I had 1. I got 2 today. So I'm excited about my 2, right? And but I also have, Mr. Wilkins, I have some of my customers actually doing a host of posts for me as well. And so they're doing it. So I'm just kind of learning these strategies. I'm on these Zoom calls, learning certain strategies. And I know that's something that me and my partner, Perry Beasley, because we're old school guys, but we're constantly learning these new school strategies. And so I get excited when I talk to people like our new partner, Carol Fleming, who's a star achiever. When I talk to people like her, and she's starting to learn this strategy of the host to post strategy, and I go to her and I look at all of the people that she have putting up the post for her, and I see that excitement in her eyes to learn the strategy, to learn the skill. And then of course when she sent me a message to say, listen, I picked up a new customer. Okay, now that's one. Then I look at my other partner, Regina, who we personally sponsored as well. When we look at Regina's another star achiever. And every one of her customers, Mr. Wilkins, every one of them came from host to post. And she said, Mr. Fisher, I cannot understand why my family will not support me. Why they won't do it. I say, listen, we're not going to ask why. I don't want you to take that class. Don't take the class and ask why they won't do it. But let's just start off with the skill of host to post. And so she's on all of the host to post trainings. She's listening to the trainings. And sir, every one of her customers came from the internet. Every one of them came from social media. Every one of them came from host to post. So we're excited about that. And so that's my strategy for really teaching the team, sir, is really just kind of teaching in the fabric of the company what they're doing with the host to post. I'm excited about it. It's a new skill for me. It's an area that I'm not used to, but I'm glad to learn it. And so thank you to Nina. Thank you for Jennifer for always making yourself available to train and teach our team how to do this. So back to you, partner.
Absolutely.
Oh, another thing too, sir. We're also putting up our giveaways. So I have a live giveaway right after this. We're going to do a drawing tonight right after this. So we're putting up our giveaways to generate more activity, more traffic, and so I'm excited, man. I'm excited to learn as we're learning this new skill. And I told Mr. Perry Beasley today, sir, I am going to be a superstar at this host to post deal. I'm going to be a star at this deal. So I'm excited about it. Back to you, partner.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Perry Beasley, are you out there? I thought I saw him as well. Trying to find him in the queue. Any questions that are coming up, guys, just make sure you put them in the chat. Okay, there you are, Perry. I see you.
Okay. Mr. Wilkins, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Go ahead, partner.
Okay, well, great. Thanks for allowing me to say a few words and everything. And basically what I've been doing is going through the transitions like Mr. Fisher has said. Going from we're talking about almost Mr. Fisher and I, almost 19 years of doing this industry a certain way. Now you're talking about in a matter of months, just turning that bus on that dime, so to speak. First and foremost, I've been reaching out and making sure that I'm plugged into leadership. I'm listening. I'm seeing what I'm looking at, mimicking my leaders. I'm mimicking people that are successful at this point in time and learning and trying to, work it out as far as what they're doing and everything to duplicate the same results and what have you. And also another thing is just being active. My activity has stepped up. I'm helping others, people in my team. I'm communicating with them. I'm also showing them what to do, as Jennifer said earlier, to get those first 6 customers in that first week. We're focusing on customers. And that's kind of an adjustment for me because I'm a recruiter. And just slowing down and doing what it takes to get those customers. Also, I'm working on my mindset, keeping my mind healthy, keeping it great with positive thinking, implementing spiritual aspects of in my business and everything, spiritual principles and what have you. And just working, staying busy. I'm on a schedule every day. I'm on a schedule. And, just listening to my people, you know what I mean? Taking time out, just listening about their concerns and what they're going through and everything. And, just helping them and communicating with them more so. And, and also, studying this host to post. I'm in a study mode, research mode, like Mr. Fisher say. This is something that, we have to, do the work to get the results that we need in that studying and getting on some of these Zoom meetings and what have you, just getting the information and, like you said earlier, establishing your goals, and maintaining and trying to strive to reach your goals. And, all overall, we just enrolling new people. But we had some success. We working with them hands-on once they get in, getting them started the right way. And once you do that, I mean, it'll make a world of a difference, getting people going in the right direction and what have you. And just prospecting, because you never know. I was just left buying some merchandise. And in the beginning, I said, well, this guy wouldn't even I kind of like X'd him out. Didn't even think about it. But at the end, he said something that pushed me to say, hey, man, are you open for an opportunity? And then we got to talking, and come to find out, he ran with Holton Buzz. He ran with Twyla Porter, some other people too, and everything. So, just mere fact of me just open my mouth and communicating, man, it makes a world of a difference. So that's basically what we're doing. Like I say, just focusing on leadership. We got great leadership on our team. And just mimicking what they do and just going after it. So I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Mr. Wilkins.
All right, appreciate that. Thank you for the sentiments. Any other questions you guys have? Put them in the chat. So we're pretty much done. I just wanted you guys to know, the key to the business right now, in terms of the focus. And of course, listen to me. I understand for many of us this last week, not for everybody, but for many of us this last week, it has been a week that maybe full of some different emotions, and that's normal. It's natural. You couldn't help but obviously be involved at some degree, whether it's mentally, emotional, or even physically, with the everything that took place over the last 10 days with, of course, George Floyd. And of course, we know that there are just so many things circulating right now. I've found myself in deep and broad conversations with people online that their profile picture is a cat or or a flag. So I get it. We've all been there. We've had deep conversations with friends that are conservatives, that are liberals, that are Black, that are white, that are Asian, that are Latino. And so I believe, obviously, it would be irresponsible of me to not even talk about this over the last week in terms of some of the emotions that I know all of us, like I said, at some level or another, have dealt with or feeling as relates to it. I don't pretend to have all the answers to any of these things, but what I do know is this. What I do know is whatever it is that you're dealing with, it's going to take the proper mindset to get through it. It's going to take the love, the support from people close to you to hear you out, to understand. And most importantly, it's going to take a resolved spirit to move forward. And moving forward looks different for everybody. Moving forward is whatever you deem that to be for you, in terms of how to affect positive change moving forward, not only just in the country, not only in your community, but also in your household. And that's the call of leadership on all of us. It is, how do we move forward and make a positive difference while doing so? And so, I definitely want to say that because I've had several conversations with many of you this last week, and just wanting to find out what you feel and what you're experiencing, what you're seeing as it relates to everything that has taken place. And so certainly appreciate each and every one of you. It's been another incredible session tonight. This will be loaded onto the team training site, so you can definitely download it there, send some of your team over there to actually see it as well. But let's go out and have an incredible week, ladies and gentlemen. June, I told you, it's going to be the boom in June. And every single month since, like Pam Ferguson said, we made a decision. Every single month since we made that decision back in January, that 2020 was going to be the year of vision. It was going to be a year of relaxed intensity. It was going to be a year. Let me just kind of give you the declaratives that I wrote down in terms of the goal and the vision for this year. This was the year of turning it over to God. This is what I wrote in my calendar. This is, many of you know, I teach on this calendar. I talk about this calendar. And ladies and gentlemen, I still use my calendar. I said relaxed intensity, 10 new ambassadors on the team this year, 10 new ones, $100,000 given in tithes this year, 10 new $100,000 a year earners this year. Talked about it here in my calendar. This is the year of relaxed intensity. I would keep sowing the right seed. I would keep the faith and believe God. The year 2020, our organization would produce and create a minimum of 10 new $100,000 a year earners. The year of 2020, I would give 10% of our income to God, $100,000 for the year. This year, 2020, I am open and receptive to all real and divine help that will assist me in accomplishing my goals. This year, 2020, I will give more of my time, love, energy, and focus to the people that feed my spirit. I am so happy and grateful now that I am earning $100,000 a month in my business. 2020 is the first year I earned over $1 million for the year. God, I am turning all of these goals over to you for you to be involved. I know you will do it. Amen. And I wrote it, I signed it. So what is my point? Ladies and gentlemen, nothing has changed. What was written then is what manifests now. And when I wrote this, we were not enrolling 1,400 people a month. When I wrote this, we weren't having people increase their incomes by $5, $10, $15, $20,000 per month. When I wrote this, many of the new leaders that you're hearing about, many of the new star achievers, many of the new rubies and emeralds and diamonds and double diamonds and triple diamonds that you're hearing about right now, we're not even in the business, or we're not even at that level. But you have to write it down. You have to speak it. And then you go out, believe it, and do the work. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time and attention. I'm going to unmute everybody. You say your salutations, say your goodbyes. But I'm excited about our future. I'm excited about what's taking place. And obviously, I'm excited about where we're going. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, God bless you. God bless your families. And God most certainly bless your dreams. Good night, everybody.